Good morning from the frosty old bus. Wanted to just quickly touch base on the heating topic again. And I'll start with this disclaimer. If I was able to, if I had a little bit bigger bus, we'd be looking at a wood stove. I'd be sitting here in my long johns and we'd be talking about my wood stove. But the way I use the bus is I only come out here for a couple hours at a time. And I like to have the bus kind of ready to go with the flick of a switch. So I have a propane heater and I have a diesel heater. And what I'm learning, like this morning, for example, it's 9 below zero. So it's really been a good test of the system. I had people in here last night and it was cold. And frankly, the way to heat the bus, especially when it's cold, is the propane. I mean, it's not a fair comparison because a propane heater is 18,000 BTU and the diesel heater is just 8,000. But as far as when the weather gets cold, not including the topic of the wood stove, but the propane heater at 18,000 BTU definitely throws off more heat, heats the bus up quicker, and we get toasty in here pretty fast. Now, the downside, of course, of propane is the cost and efficiency, especially in cold weather, because propane, you have a propane tank outside, you're not using all your propane, and you have to go exchange it. And I think the way I'm going to address that is I believe I have a refillable tank rather than exchanging. So that way the propane that I'm turning back in when I exchange, I get to keep in my refillable tank, and I hope that'll help offset some of it. Running both of these systems when it's really cold like this is ideal because the diesel heater has a nice strong fan on it, and it does put out some heat. But I just thought I would share that definitely the propane, I found this one here. I loaned my son my little Mr. Buddy heater because he needed it and he's out there working. And I found this one on clearance at Tractor Supply for $69. So I figured, what the hell. Anyway, yeah, so propane definitely is throwing a lot more heat. The remaining issue, and this is partly because I got the bus in the fall and I just parked it and started turning it into a little music shack. Haven't done any insulation or anything. So even when it's really warm in the upper levels, from about the knees down, it's very cold. So if you were to bring, let's say, a dog in here, it's cold for a dog to lay on these floors. People's feet get cold. And, you don't really want your instruments down at that level there. I've started to put some stands up a little higher for that reason. So I'm thinking, as this bus project is progressing, I'm kind of working out what I'm going to do. And I think that probably some kind of insulation in the floor and taking out these metal panels here under the windows and insulating in there. Maybe, if I can do it in the right way, maybe getting rid of some of these windows. I don't know. I'm still working it out. I don't want to do a ridiculous amount of stuff to the bus, but I do want to make it workable as a music studio or just a little jam room. So anyway, I just thought I would share that update with you guys. If you're debating what to do, if it was me and I could only do one, I mean, the wood stove, I still think that would be the best, but I just can't do it. I would get one of these little propane heaters, get the hose, attach it to a bigger tank, and have at it. Because, boy, this puppy right here throws off some heat. It just doesn't throw it at your feet. And I'm thinking if I put a curtain right up through here, that might keep more heat into the jam section. But of course I've also got my stage that goes through the door, so we'll work through it. All right, have a great day.